uh, pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times before we start our Vesak Dhamma talk. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Good afternoon for all of our faithful devotees. Today we are going to explain about Vesak Day, significance of Vesak Day. What is the meaning of Vesak? What is the important and significance of Vesak Day for us? Actually, in the Vesak Day, the many things happen in the world, but for we are as a Buddhist, 5 important events related to our great teacher, the Lord Buddha, happen on this day. Especially, the Bodhisattva was born on this day. Number 2, he attained full enlightenment on this day. Number 3, Buddha passed away. The Buddha passed away on this day too. Number 4, in additions, the hermit Sumedha received definite prophecy Niyata Vivarana from the Deepankara Buddha on this day too. Number 5, lastly, 1 year after his full enlightenment, our Lord Buddha visited his hometown Kapilavastu for the first time on the full moon day of Vesak. The Buddha was accompanied by 20,000 bhikkhus who were all arahats. On this same day, the Buddha displayed the twin miracle power, Yamaka Maha Patihari. For the second time, actually, our Buddha's first time he displayed the twin miracle power under the Bodhi tree 1 week after enlightenment, because all of the Deva gathered to the Bodhi tree. They doubt Lord the Siddhartha already Buddha or not. At that time, our Lord Buddha displayed the twin miracle powers. This is the second time in the Kapilavastu city. On this occasion, the Buddha delivered 3 important Dhamma teaching, Dhamma sermon, because the Bhante Sariputta invited from the Buddha to give important Dhamma talk. What are the 3 lessons? Buddha Vansa Desana, the teaching of on the lineage of the Buddhas, the previous Buddhas lineage. There are 28 Buddha. Starting Tanhankara, Medankara, Saranankara, Deepankara, Kondanya, Mangala, Sumana, Revata, Sobita, Anomadasi, Paduma, Narada, Padumuttara, Sumedha, Sujata, Piyadasi, Attadasi, Dhammadasi, Siddhartha, Tissa, Pussa, Vipassi, Siki, Vesabu, Kakusanda, Konagamana, Kasapa. Previous 27 Buddhas, all biographic, our Lord Buddha explained. The second one, Charya Pitaka Desana, the teaching of the practice of fulfill parami, especially the important the life of our Buddhas in the previous life, important life they explain. And Anagata Vansa Desana, the teaching of the future Buddha Metteyya. Now, about the future Buddha. Now, that's why we are Vesak, full moon day is very important for us, especially our Lord Buddha's birthday and enlightenment day and Parinibbana, final destination day. This is a three very important for us to know. Anyway, the Buddha's the whole biography we can divide into 5 periods of the Buddha's span of the life. The lifespan we can divide into the 5 periods. What are the 5 periods they're explaining? For our Lord Buddha's entire span of the life, from the beginning, beginnings less sansara to final paranibbana. From starting from beginning to until paranibbana, we can divide into 5 periods. There are 5 periods. Number 1, we call Bahira Nidana. Bahira Nidana. Number 2, Ati Dure Nidana. Number 3, Dure Nidana. Number 4, Avidure Nidana. Number 5, Santike Nidana. There are the 5 periods. Bahira Nidana, the external account. Before the great man who would become the Bodhisattva start to fulfill parami through his mind. Atidure Nidana, the very far account. From the time to started fulfilling the parami mentally and verbally until the received definite prophecy from the Deepankara Buddha. Number 3, Dure Nidana, the far account. From the definite prophecy by the Deepankara Buddha until the Bodhisattva's rebirth in the Tusita world. This is his second last existent place. Number 4, Avidure Nidana, the not so far account. From the birth in Tusita realm until the moment of enlightenment with the attain of Sabbanyuta Jnana, omniscient knowledge. Number 5, Santike Nidana, the near account. From the attainment of Sabbanyuta Jnana, omniscient knowledge, to the final Parinibbana, means the final cessation of all aggregates. This is the 5 period of our Buddha's lifespan. Now we want to know detailedly, because very important, we are all are the Buddhists. We should know our Buddha's biographic. Without knowing our teacher, our great teacher's biographic, how we believe the Buddha, how we know the Buddha, who is the Buddha. So we want to know about the Buddha's previous, the past biographic and present biographic. Now that's why, according to the 5 periods, we can understand deeply who is our Bodhisattva and how he fulfilled the parami to get enlightenment. Now the number 1, Bahira Nidana, the external account before the fulfilling of parami through mind. And now we can understand. Before start to fulfill the parami by mind, he has the background, he has the experience, he make the good wholesome, and he practices the very strong determination to be the Samma Sambuddha. But now we want to know about this explanation. There are 3 stories I would like to relate it to you regarding the first period of time. Now there are 3 stories coming from that place. Okay, Bahira Nidana. Bahira, the time before the start of fulfilling the parami through mind. In the first life, in that life, the great man who would become our Bodhisattva was a merchant. His referred to as the great man instead of the Bodhisattva, as he had yet to receive the definite prophecy at this stage. One day, he wanted to go overseas for business. His mother was very old and could not be left alone at home. He asked the head of the merchant group to allow her mother to join him on this for the journey. However, when they were in the middle of the ocean, the ship they were on met with the accident and broke into pieces. Everyone fell into the ocean. The mother desperately hugged on to the piece of broken wood to save her own life. When the great man saw this, he wanted very much to save his mother. So he lifted his mother and placed her onto his back, and he swam continuously for 7 days until the arrival safe on land. Now we know about the background explained. The some of the great Arahat Brahma, uh, they stay in the highest Brahma world. One Brahma, he after Nirodha Samapatti, uh, he uh, he checked yesterday also one Buddha appeared in the world, and before yesterday also one Buddha appeared in the world. But today also I want to check Buddha appear or not the world. When he check in the human world, and there are no more Buddha appear. Then he start to check who can fulfill the parami to enlightenment. Who can fulfill it? When he saw the one strong man, he's swimming in the ocean and carrying his mother. Then the great Arahat Brahma, he sent his mind energy to the young man, or to the Bodhisattva, to get the energy to the continuously swim the sea, uh, yeah, sa- find the safety place, safety land. And now this way, because of the power of the mind energy of the Brahma, Arahat Brahmas, because of that Bodhisattva, that man continuously swim 7 days. And after they came onto the place, the mother said to the son, "I am old and advanced in age, but you are young. You should try to save your own life instead of mine. Now, what you have saved my life. Uh, my wish is for you to become the Buddha in the future. Then you will be able to save not only one mother of yours, but you will be able to save countless beings in the world from the ocean of samsara." The mother gave his son this well wishes and blessing. The mother gave the blessing for the son. Uh, After he received the well wishes from the mother, the son did not have this wish to become a Buddha in the future. However, after received blessing from the mother was very important as it reached directly into his heart. He was expired, and a Pali verse, Gatha, arose automatically in his mind. Buddhohang bodha isami, muttohang mochaye pare, tinnohang tara isami, sansaroga mahabhaya. The sickness of sansara is very great and full of danger. I will first strive to be enlightened myself, and then I will help other beings to be enlightened too. I will first seek liberation from the suffering of samsara, and then I will help other beings to be liberated from the suffering of samsara. I will first overcome the cross over the ocean of samsara, and then I will help other beings to also overcome and cross over the ocean of samsara. Now, this is the first time the mind appear. I want to be the Samma Sambuddha, but still he not yet start to fulfill the parami. After many life, the great man was reborn as the son of the king of Varanasi. His name was Sutatapa. His name is Sutatapa. Later, he saw the disadvantages of the sensual pleasure and decided to renounce the world. He became an ascetic with the name of Brahma Isi. His name is Brahma Isi. He met the Mette Bodhisattva and he already met the Mette Bodhisattva in the Himalaya forest, and both of them practiced as a extension together at the Himalaya forest. They practice ascetic the method and become they are practicing meditation in the Himalaya forest. One day, they saw a female tiger who had just given the birth to the baby tiger. Uh, both the mother and baby tigers were staying in the pit underground. At that time, the mother tiger was hungry, but she could not get out of the pit. She was about to eat her own baby due to her hungry. Now she tried to, she's hungry, cannot come out because she's under the underground the pit. Now she's going to attack them to get their own baby. Seeing this, Brahma Isi tried to find some meat to feed the mother tiger, but he could not find anything. In order to save the life of the baby tiger, he jumped into the pit and offered his life to the mother tiger. Seeing this, the Mette Bodhisattva was inspired and filled with joy, and he said, "He will become the Buddha before me. I will follow to be the next Buddha after him." This is a way. And uh, the third life story, due to end the akusala karma, because of the he committed some akusala karma. Because of that, he became he great man was reborn as the female. It was during the dispensation of the Purana Dipankara Buddha. Now there are two Dipankara Buddha. First, the one Dipankara Buddha, our Bodhisattva received definite prophecy, who received the definite prophecy from the Buddha. But the Purana Dipankara Buddha is before 16 Asankhya of the present Dipankara Buddha. Before 16 Asankhya. We call Purana Dipankara Buddha. This is not the Dipankara Buddha which gave definite prophecy to hermit Sumedha, but a much earlier Buddha. She was then the step sister of the Purana Dipankara Buddha, born to the different mother. Now the great man, he became the female. I think her name Iti Kumari, the Iti Kumari. Actually, that sister also one of the step sister of the Purana Dipankara Buddha, but different mothers. One day, she prepared a bowl of mustard oil to offer to the Dipankara, the Buddha. Then he offered the one bhikkhu. This bhikkhu received definite prophecy from the Purana Dipankara Buddha in that life, and would later become the Dipankara Buddha. Now this is the meaning. That female, she prepared one of the full bowl of the mustard oil, offered to the one bhikkhu. Actually, offered to the Buddha. Then on the way he met the one bhikkhu. She offered to that bhikkhu. Who's that bhikkhu? Bhikkhu also, he not arahat. He also, that bhikkhu also just now received definite prophecy from the Purana Dipankara Buddha, from that Buddha. Actually, that bhikkhu become the future Dipankara Buddha. This our Sumedha. He received the definite prophecy from the Dipankara Buddha. That Buddha definite received the definite prophecy from the Purana Dipankara Buddha's period, Buddha's time. Now they have the good relationship. Anyway, that lady offered the oil, master oil for that bhikkhu, and told to the after that after offering the bowl of mustard oil, she informed the bhikkhu, please inform my brother, the Purana Dipankara Buddha, that I have very strong wish to become a Buddha in the future. With this strong wish, I will overcome my female life. From the onward, the great man start to fulfill parami by wishing to become a Buddha in his mind. Manopanidhana, strong wishes in the mind. Now you understand. Now, after the great man became the female, at that life, she offered the master the oil, one bowl for the Buddha. After that, she wished, I want to practice the whatever qualities need to be the samma need to fulfill become samma sambuddha. Then she start to first she wish, I want to be the first overcome my female life, and I want to start fulfill the parami by mind. This is the first one. Then the actually in the previous two life described earlier, the great man did not meet with the living Buddha. This is important thing, because why? When he make the very great wholesome, one day he saved his mother. Second time he he offer his life to the female tiger. At the true time, when he make the good wholesome, at that time he not made the any living Buddha. Because of that, because of that, the he not start to therefore such strong wish to attain Buddhahood did not arise. At that time, not appear the strong mind to be the some. I want to be the Buddha. But after see the Purana Dipankara Buddha, then our Bodhisattva start to fulfill the parami by mind. Okay. Now this is we call Bahira Nidana. Now we know Bahira Nidana is the external account before the start to fulfill parami. Now Ati Dure Nidana, the very far account, the from fulfillment of parami through mind and defined prophecy. So the definite prophecy, because the now we know the he practicing fulfilling the parami by mind and by verbally. That period we call the very far account. From the time of the Purana Dipankara Buddha, the great man fulfilled parami for a period of 7 asankhya. Now, continuously 7 asankhya, he start to fulfill the parami up to the time of the Brahmadeva Buddha. Up to Brahmadeva Buddha. During this period, he met how many Buddha? 125,000 Buddha. 125,000 Buddha during the by mind. When he start to fulfill the parami by mind, That period, how many? There are 7 Asankhya. At that period, between that period, he already made how many Buddha? 1025. So 125,000 Buddha. 125,000 Buddha. After that, from the time of the Brahmadeva Buddha until the Deepankara Buddha, he fulfilled the parami by speech, verbally, uh, expressing his wish to become a Buddha. This period was 9 Asankhya. How many Asankhya? There are 9 Asankhya. During that period, he met 387,000 Buddha. 387,000 Buddha. Now you can understand, before definite prophecy, he already fulfilled parami by mind first and by verbally in the second. By mind, there are 7 Asankhya, very long period. By verbally, there are 9 Asankhya. Now, between the 7 Asankhya, he already made 125,000 Buddha. During the verbal period, he already made 387,000 Buddha. Now, total, how many? 512,000 Buddha. Now, when he made the Deepankara Buddha to get the definite prophecy to the last existence, sorry, the definite prophecy, at that period, he already made how many Buddha? Now you understand, you can recognize. The same way, number third, Dure Nidana, the far account. From definite prophecy to the last existence in Tusita world. This is a Dure Nidana is called from definite prophecy to the last existence of the Tusita world. During the time of Deepankara Buddha, our Bodhisattva was born as Sumedha. When he was still young, his parents passed away, and he left him with many properties. He reflected, my grandparents and my parents were rich, but when they passed away, they could not take even one piece of gold with them. The same fate will happen to me. Reflecting thus, he gave away all the properties, renounced the world, and became an ascetic. While practicing in the Himalaya, he attained the 8 attainment and 5 type of supernatural powers. One day, while Hermit Sumedha was traveling in the sky, he saw many people were busy cleaning up a certain area. So he asked them and was told them that he, Deepankara Buddha, and his 60,000 Arahat Bhikkhus, disciple of 60 Arahat Bhikkhus, would be coming that way to receive alms dana. He too requested and was given an area to clean up. However, it was a difficult area to clean, and he could not finish preparing the place when the Buddha came with his group of Arahat Bhikkhus. Hermit Sumedha reflected, the Buddha and the Arahat Bhikkhu should not need to step onto the dirty mud on the ground. It's better that they step onto my body instead. I will offer my body to the Buddha and the Sangha. Thinking thus, he laid himself down on top of the mud to serve as the bridge for the Buddha and the Sangha to cross the muddy area. When the Deepankara Buddha was his act and sacrifice from the hermit Sumedha, he checked Sumedha's mind. and knew the Sumedha had a great mind and would become the Buddha in future. So the Deepankara Buddha gave hermit Sumedha the definite prophecy after 4 Asankhya and 100,000 kappa. You will be a Buddha by the name of Gautama. Now, you will become a Buddha by the name of the Gautama. In order to able to receive the definite prophecy, Hermit Sumedha at that time must have already processed the 8 qualities as follow. Now, who want to get the definite prophecy from the Buddha, at that moment he should fulfill the 8 qualities. What are the 8 qualities? The Manusattang Linga Sampatti, Hetu Sattara Dasanang, Pabbajja Guna Sampatti, Adhikarocha Chandata, Atta Dhamma Samodhana, Abhinihara Samijjati. They are explain what are the 8. Manusatta, being a true human being, must be human being. Linga Sampatti, being a true male person, must be the man. Hetu, having fulfilled all conditions necessary for the realization of arahantship in that very life. Because at that time, after he listened the one gatha, he uh, he can be the arahat. He can get the arahantship. Then he must be the fulfill the parami at that moment to get the arahantship. And number 4, uh, Sattara Dasana, meeting with the living Buddha. He should meet the living Buddha. And Pabbajja, uh, being an ascetic who believe in the law of karma, or being a member of the community of Bhikkhu during the dispensation of the Buddha. Now he must be he has the going forth life, the Pabbajja life. Number 6, having inquired their jhana attainment and his spiritual power. Now he guna sampatti, uh, at that moment he has the mind developed. He has the mind power, spiritual powers, and the adhikara, intense effort to develop one's parami without regard to the one's life. Because that means he has to strong mind to fulfill the parami. And chanda, intense wholesome aspiration of for the Buddhahood. Those are 8 qualities must be fulfilled when he is taking the definite prophecy from the Buddha. This is very important. After receiving the definite prophecy, our Bodhisattva reflected on the parami perception that he would need to fulfill in order to release full enlightenment. And he determined the following 10 parami that needed to be fulfilled. Now there are 10 parami. Dana parami, the perception of generosity. Sila parami, the perception of morality. Nekkhamma parami, the perception of renunciation. Panya parami, the perception of wisdom. Virya parami, the perfection of energy or effort. Khanti parami, the perfection of patience. Satcha parami, the perception of truth. Adhitthana parami, the perception of determination. Metta parami, the perception of loving kindness. And Upekka parami, the of equanimity. Now there are 10 parami, especially dana, sila, nekkhamma, panya, virya, kanti, satcha, adhitthana, metta, upekka. Those are the 10 qualities must try to fulfill continuously. How many? But the period for Asankhya and 100,000 kappa. Now, the one more thing that we want to know, after the receive the definite prophecy, the bodhisattva, we can divide into three categories. There are three types of bodhisattva after definite prophecy, receive the definite prophecy. Because the according to the characteristic of the bodhisattva, according to the mind energy of bodhisattva, according to their own qualities of the bodhisattva, because of we can divide into three categories. Panyadika, where wisdom faculty is predominant. Saddhadika, where faith faculty is predominant. And Viryadika, where energy faculty is predominant. Means according to the faculties. Wisdom faculty, faith faculty, energy faculty. Actually, the wisdom faculty, the power than other two faculty. And faith faculty, power than Virya faculty. So now we have to understand according to these three faculties, we can give the name. Who has the strong Panya faculty? Also explained as the Uggatitatnya Bodhisattva. After receiving definite prophecy, they need to fulfill parami for Asankhya and 100,000 eon before the attain of omniscient knowledge. Now we have to understand, after definite prophecy, who is going to fulfill the parami for Asankhya and 100,000 kappa? Because of his period, because of that time, it's called Uggatitatnya Bodhisattva, wisdomful Bodhisattva. Number two, Saddhadika, also explained as the Vipanyitatnya Bodhisattva. After receive definite prophecy, he need to fulfill parami for 8 Asankhya and 100,000 kappa before the attainment of omniscient knowledge. Now, his faith very strong, but the panya is a middle, but the faith very sharp. Now we understand, no? The number third category, Viryadika, who has the energy faculty strongly. Also explained as the Neya Bodhisattva. After receiving definite prophecy, the need to fulfill parami for 16 Asankhya and 100,000 kappa before the attainment of omniscient knowledge. Now, according to this meaning, Mettaya Bodhisattva belong to the Viryadika. While hermit Sumedha, who would become Gautam Buddha, was a Panyadika, so he would need to fulfill parami for Asankhya 100,000 kappa. But now we understand, no? The Mettaya Bodhisattva, after receive definite prophecy, he had to fulfill parami. How long? 16 Asankhya and 100,000 kappa. But our Bodhisattva, he has strong panya, sharp panya. Because of that, he is going to fulfill the parami only for Asankhya and 100,000 kappa. During that period, he fulfilled the 10 parami at 3 levels, because each parami have three levels: parami, upaparami, and paramatta parami. In the example of the dana parami, okay, now the one parami, one perception, we can divide into 3 levels according to the qualities of the parami. About the dana parami we call refer to the normal offering of items external to our body. Now, whatever we are offering about the forerequisite for the monk, necessary things, necessary items to survive our life, those are the we call, especially the properties, we call the parami. Upaparami refers to the blood donation or donation of our body parts, because someone going to donate some the kidney donation, blood donation, eye donation, the whatever necessary body parts they can offer to the give to the others. This is we call dana upaparami, the middle level. About the Paramatta Parami refer to the offering of one's life. We can understand in a similar way for the other Parami. Now the about the Paramatta Parami offering the life. The same way we have to understand others Parami also, because every Parami they have three levels. But the Sila also they have the Parami, Upaparami, Paramatta Parami, etc. Because now all are the parami we can the multiply the become the 30, because the 10 parami multiplied three way become three levels become 30 parami. In the Jinalankara, one of the ancient book, you consider the sub commentary, but anyway, ancient book, there's a Pali poem to describe the how our bodhisattva fulfill dana parami. Now that the one gatha is explaining about the bodhisattvas, about dana parami. So sagare jaladikang rudirang adasi booming parajya samansa madasi dana. Merupa mana madikancha samolisi sang ketaraka dikatarang nayanang adasi. Very good meaning. The blood that he has been donated is more than the waters in the great ocean. Means he gave more blood than there is a water in the ocean. He gave the blood the more than the ocean water. The flesh that has been donated in more than the soil on earth. He gave the offering his own flesh exceeding the earth of quality, quantity. Now because he already offered the flesh. Merupamana madikancha samolisesang. The heads that have been offered stacked up higher than the Mount Mahameru, because he already offered the head. And Ketaraka Dikataram Nayanang Adasi, the eyes that have been donated are more numerous than the star in the sky. He already donated his own eye, many than the star in the sky. Now, this way we can understand how he fulfilled the power. Not only one life, many life, uncountable life. But according to according to our Jataka history, we can see the less than 550 Jataka. But the almost Jataka history explaining after Kassava Buddha period. After Kassava Buddha period. But now, before Kassava Buddha and during that period, many of the life, we already fulfilled the parami. So our Bodhisattva already fulfilled the parami. That's why uncountable life. He offered the blood. During the uncountable life, he offered his flesh of body, and during the uncountable life, he already offered his head for the people, and during the uncountable life, he already offered his own eye. That's why we have to understand. In his last life of fulfilling parami as Vesantara Bodhisattva, we know about the last life of our Bodhisattva. He did many great offerings. For example, his auspicious elephant, his kingdom, his son and daughter, and even his wife also he totally everything he offered, made 7 great offering in that life. Uh, and the earth uh, quake for the 7 time of offering, because during that period he offered the offered that 7 type of great offering. Every moment the earth quake because of the power of his own offering. Acetanayam patavi avinyaya sukang dukang sapidana balamayang sattakatum takampaka. Even the earth, which has no volition, no chetana, which cannot understand pleasure and pain, uh, quake for 7 times due to the power of my offering. Then our Bodhisattva already explained. Then the Buddha already explained the Vesantara Jataka. The Bodhisattva fulfilled 30 type of parami. Now we know. During that period, he fulfilled the parami. He made the 5 great offerings. Pancha Maha Parichaga. We already explained before during the when we start to give the Ratana Sutta talk. At that time, I already explained the 5 type of great offering. But there are 2 meanings. Some book explain what are the 5 great offerings: his life, his kingdom, his body parts, his son and daughter, and his wife. There are 5 meanings. But that time I already explained what are the 5: his life, his kingdom, especially his eye, his body parts, and son and the children and wife. Those they explain, if I'm not wrong now. But and he fulfilled their 3 kind of charya. Charya means there are 3 modern of practice, because every bodhisattvas he have to practice the 3 moderns. Because when he fulfilled the parami, he always try to do the good behavior, well behavior. How we practice? Lokatta charya, practice for the welfare of the people in the world. Because whatever he doing some service or giving some dhamma talk and giving some charity, whatever, everything he should do the welfare of the people in the world. This is a Lokatta charya. Number 2, Jnatatta charya, practice for the welfare of relatives, because they are our own mothers, brothers and sisters, and some relatives. We have to do some service and some gratitude for them, and we have to support for them. And the Buddhatta charya, practice for the benefit and attainment of Buddhahood, because we have to keep our mind always, I want to be the Samma Sambuddha. This way, we have to fulfill the parami. For all these fulfill the parami, his wish was not to become the Sakka king, Mara or Brahma, or universal king. He want to be the Samma Sambuddha. This is we call the the 3rd chapter, 3rd account. Number 4th, Avidure Nidana, the not so far account, from the last existence in the Tusita realm to the attainment of Sabbanyutta Jnana, omniscient knowledge. This one is a number 4th period. After having fulfilled all the required parami, our Bodhisattva was reborn in the Tusita world as Santusita Deva. Santusita Deva. But in the Myanmar explanation, the name of the Deva is Seta Ketu Deva. In the book also mentioned Santusita. In the Buddha Vansapali also explained Santusita. All the Devas invite the Bodhisattva. Now it's the time to become the Buddha. Now you should take rebirth in the human world. You see, Yadahan tusite kaye santusito nama hantada. Dasasahasi samagamma yachanti panjali mama. Now this is santusito. Our Bodhisattva is Santusita in the Chattasangana means Santusita, but according to Myanmar, the Seta Ketu, but Sri Lankan we call Santusita. But anyway, our Bodhisattva, he spent the whole lifespan. He spent the whole lifespan there during that period. When he was in the Tusita world, I was called Santusita. Then the inhabitants of the world, of the 10,000, having gathered together, clasping their hands, uh, request them, request the all are the Deva and Brahma gathered to the one place, and they request, they ask, Kalo Kote Mahavira Uppajjamatu Kuchiyang Sadeva Kantarayanto Bujjasu Amatampada. It is the now time for you, the great hero, great man, to arise in the womb of the mother, helping all human and devas to cross over the suffering of samsara. May you awaken unto the up to unto the deathless state, attain Buddhahood. Now they all the deva also invited to him. Now this is a time to go human world and to get the enlightenment. After his invitation from the Devas, the Bodhisattva made 5 investigation as follow. Now we know about the meaning. The Kala, Deepa, Desa, Kula, Ayu. Now we already know the meaning. After having lived the full lifespan in the Tusita world, he passed away from there and was reborn in the womb of the Queen Mahamaya. Now this one also very long history. I think everyone know. It is important to understand the mind state now of the Bodhisattva at the time of passing away from Tusita world. Now we already know about this thing about the condition, about the wholesome mind of the nearly dead process and the birth linking mind of the Bodhisattva. Anyway, Tusita Kaya Chavitvana Yada Okkami Kuchiyang Dasasahasi Lokadatu Kampit Dharanitada. When I discussing, then from the Tusita world descended into the womb. When he come to the mother's womb, then the earth of the 10,000 world system quake. Now, because our Lord Buddha's the Patisandhi moment, the birth linking moment also, there are many things happen in the world, but this is not the time to explain everything. But if you want to know the many things, you can refer the one sutta, Acharya Abhuta Sutta, the discourse on wonderful and marvelous sutta coming from Majjhima Nikaya, 123 sutta. Explain the wonderful and marvelous qualities of the blessed one as follow. There are, I think, 11. There are 20 good things explaining, and after the when he there are also there are many things happening, and after he become a mother also keep the morality, and she also practiced Dhamma, and all the Deva also protect him, and many things happen in the world. Yeah, so there are many explanation, but anyway, the after he uh, uh, when after that he rebirth in the Lumbini Park after 10 months after Patisandhi moment. The mother queen, she gave the baby in the Lumbini Park of the between the Kapilavastu city and Devadha city. This is a Vesak day. After that, after 29 years, 29 years, he decided to renounce the life, because he seen the first day one of the old age men. Second time he saw the one sick people, sick man, sickness, and the next day after that he saw the one the dead body, and after that he saw the one of the ascetic monk. Actually, uh, this thing happening, how long? There some comment, some place explain, every 4 months, after 4 months, because the first time he saw the Mahalla is the old man. After 4 months, he saw the second one. After 4 months, this way they counted. But anyway, the after he saw the four things, then he renounced the life and he became the ascetic, and he practiced the fasting method continuously. But before practice the fasting method, he met the one of the teacher Aladhakarama, who taught him to the seven attainment, which the Bodhisattva could attain easily and quickly. The Bodhisattva reflect this is the Dhamma does not lead to the Nibbana, to get the peaceful and to direct knowledge, and but only reappearance in the base of the nothingness. So he thought better to he left from that place because this is not the nibbana. Then the Bodhisattva made the second teacher Uddaka Aramaputta. He learned 8 attainments. Similarly, he was not satisfied and he left. But at that time in India, it was common belief that one need to practice fasting method in order to release the nibbana. So Bodhisattva found the place and started to practice the fasting method nearly 6 years. In 6 years. Later, the Bodhisattva recalled the experience of the first jhana which he attained when he was the child, still a child. He know the world be the correct way to practice. Then he already, after he reminded his anapana experience when he was the child, then he relinquished his fasting method and continuously 2 weeks, nearly 2 weeks, he started to take some the food and to survive the life, keep the energy. Then when on the Vesak full moon day, the Bodhisattva stay under the banyan tree. At that time, he accepted the milk rice offered by Sujata. He made the milk rice into the 49 hand-rolled lump and ate them. And after that, after eating, he approached the Neranjara river and made the determination: if I am going to be attain Buddhahood today, the alms bowl will flow upstream against the river flow instead of floating downstream. Now, when he threw the alms bowl into the river, the floated the upstream, and the bowl went to the Naga world and touched the 3 bowls belonging to the 3 previous Buddha. As the bowls touched each other, sound was produced. Now we understand about the background of the Bodhisattva life. The Bodhisattva then walked towards the Bodhi tree. On his way, he met the Brahmin Sotiya. Brahmin Sotiya offered 8 types of grass, which the Bodhisattva used to prepare a seat under the Bodhi tree. But anyway, he went to the Bodhi tree, he found the real place, and he put the grass and he sat down in the east side, east direction. At the Bodhisattva sat on the throne, the sitting place, the Mara appeared with his army to disturb the Bodhisattva. Mara said to him, "Please move away from the throne. It's belong to me." When the Bodhisattva remained silent, Mara lauded, and he gave he loved, and he the 9 kind of the rain, and he attacked to the Bodhisattva. Then stone wind and stone water and rain of stone, rain of weapons, rain of the burning coals, rain of the hot ashes, and rain of the hot sand, and rain of the hot mud and darkness. Then though after he make the 9 type of happening, but everything not damage to anything for the Bodhisattva. But anyway, the last moment, he throw all the Mara throw his own wheel weapon could not cause any harm to the Bodhisattva. Instead, it became a flower canopy hanging on top of the Bodhisattva. When the Mara army throw the all kind of stone and weapons, all these turn into the stately flowers arrangement hanging around the Bodhisattva from the canopy. Now we understand the how the Bodhisattva attack with the Mara. At that point, the Bodhisattva point to the earth and call upon the great earth to his witness. The earth trembled and quick voluminously because the at that time Bodhisattva alone under the Bodhi tree, all other devas ran away after Mara came. At that he determined, I already practiced parami, but now this earth know how I practice the parami. This place only belongs to me, not the Mara. At that time, the earth became quick, and the Mara and followers run away. They run away. And on that Vesak full moon day, in the evening, the start of the first night of the Bodhisattva start to practice the base of the Anapanasati and practice all the eight attainment. He attained the Pubbe Nivasa Nusati Jnana, the supernatural power of the recollecting past life. In the second watch of the night, the Bodhisattva attained a divine eye. In the third watch of the night, he practiced vipassana, contemplating anicca, dukkha, anatta repeatedly. He also practiced depending origination as well. The Bodhisattva attained up to the Sankarupekka Jnana, and then step by step the Magga and Phala Jnana of Sotapatti, Sakadagami, Anagami, and finally Arahata. With the arising of the Arahata, Magga, and Phala, he penetrated deeply and understood fully the Four Noble Truths. Not only Four Noble Truths, he really realized the fully what are the pains, asava, what is the cause of the asava, what is the cessation of the asava, what is the way to get the cessation of the asava. This way, after he understood about the asava, then he became fully enlightened with omniscient knowledge, Sabbanyuta Jnana. At that time, the 10,000 world systems shocked and quaked, and many wonderful and marvelous things appeared. Now, this is time. This is that everything happened in the Vesak full moon day. This is the last night of the Vesak full moon day. With the attainment of the omniscient knowledge, the Buddha received the 9 qualities. Now we know about the 9 qualities of the Buddha. No, we are always reciting the Itipiso Gatha. That Gatha explaining there are 9 qualities. Everything received under the Bodhi when he became the enlightenment. The Arahan Samma Sambuddho Vijjachana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purusadhamma Sarati Satta Deva Manusanam Buddho Bhagava. Now we know the meaning also. The Buddha also then he received the 4 Patisambhida Jnana, analytical knowledges. The 10 Dasabala Jnana, the knowledge of the 10 Tathagatas power. Especially, there are the 6 type of knowledge, the unique, the unmeasured to the others, only for the Buddha. What are the 6 knowledges? This is very important to know us. Indriya Paropariyatte Jnana and Asayanuse Jnana, Yamakapatihari Jnana, Mahakaruna Samapatti Jnana, Sabbanyuta Jnana, and Anavarana Jnana. Now you can understand the brief meaning also there. Now this is we call 4th chapter. The last one, Santike Nidana, the near account from the attainment of Sabbanyuta Jnana until the Parinibbana, until the passed away. Now, during the period when our Bodhisattva, when he was 35 years old. At that he became Samma Sambuddha. After that, continuously he delivered the Dhamma 45 years for all the beings. Between the 45 years, he gave the whatever necessary things, whatever things related to Nibbana, free from all suffering, free from the samsara, everything Lord Buddha explained and taught to the all the disciples. Anyway, the all the Dhamma continuously and completely he already explained until his final Paranibbana. He taught 84,000 Dhammakanda. How many the group of Dhamma, the aggregates of the Dhamma group? There are 84,000. Among the 84,000, 21,000 group for the Vinaya, 21,000 group for the Sutta, 42,000 group for the Abhidhamma. This way, he completely the Vinaya, Sutta, and Abhidhamma, the Tipitaka, three type of canons he already explained fully. Then this way we have to understand how the Buddha teach us all the Dhamma. Then the last the meaning after he finishes all duties, he went to the Kapila Vastu. He went to the Upavattana, the royal park in the Kushinagar, Kushinara Nuwara, Kushinagara. At that time, he slid down between the two royal trees, and he gave the last advice for the Sangha. Handadani bhikkave amantayami vo vaidamma sankara appamadena sampadeta. The ayam tathagatassa pachima vacha. This is the last word. Now, monks, I declare to you all conditions, things are of the nature of the everything on hatefully. These were the Tathagata's last word, because Lord Buddha, whatever I already give everything, but all the condition things are in the of the nature to decay. While lying down between two solid trees, the Buddha then entered the first jhana. Now, after he speaks the last sentence to practice the heedfully, the Dhamma is practiced with heedfully. Then Lord Buddha lie down between the two solid trees. Then Buddha then enter the first jhana. Imaging from the first jhana, he entered the second jhana. Then the third jhana, fourth jhana, all the way up to the eighth attainment, and then enter into the Nirodha Samapatti. Imaging from it, the after that, he again he enter the eighth jhana. After that, again 8 to the 7 to 6 until first. Then again first to the fourth jhana. Then he became the Paranibbana. Then everything. After that, the Lord Buddha explained. Buddha entered the final cessation of the Paranibbana. Now we understand. Devinda Naginda Narinda Pujito Manusa Settehi Tatheva Pujito Tang Vandata Panjalika Labitva Buddho Have Kappa Satehi Dullabo. What is the meaning? Gods and Naga, kings and noblest men, claps their hands in palm their hands in homage, for hard it is to find another such for countless kappa. Because the Buddha is very rare in the world, we should bow down and respect, because Buddha is higher than all the beings in the world. Now everyone going to respect to the Buddha. Now that we understand this Vesak day is very important because of our Buddha's birthday, enlightenment day, and Parinibbana, passing away day. During that day, we have to practice Dhamma heedfully, because we have to accumulate wholesome deeply with heedfully. Because without practicing heedfully Dhamma, so we cannot get the Nibbana, we cannot get the free from suffering. So the on that day, on this day, we have to keep the good mind. We have to practice, and we have to wish to our life. I want to practice Dhamma diligently. I want to develop my Samatha and Vipassana meditation experience diligently. I want to practice Dhamma. I want to study the Lord Buddha's pure teaching and truth Dhamma, and I want to deliver the truth Dhamma to the world and for others. Uh, after listening Dhamma, after practicing Dhamma, then slowly by slowly we can develop the good qualities, especially our morality and concentration and wisdom. After fulfill their three qualities, one day we can understand what is the noble truth. Then after understood for noble truth, we can get we can realization of the nibbana. May all of you be healthy. May all of you be well and happy. May all of you be practice Dhamma diligently. May all of you be develop your Samatha and Vipassana meditation diligently. May all of you be free from all physical suffering and mental suffering. And may all of you be attain Nibbana soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Uh, Good afternoon, Bante, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for the Dhamma talk. I have two questions. Like the first one is, can Bante explain more about the fulfilling of the parami by mind, Bante? Like, is it just by like aspiring? I want to be a Buddha. I want to be a Buddha, like that.
Yes, yes, by mind only, because he not use the utter, he not use the verbally. He only keep in mind whatever he doing, whatever he doing good thing. He always keep in by mind. I want to be Buddha. I want to be Buddha. This is we call fulfilling parami by mind.
Okay, Bante. And the next one, Bante, like we see from the like the uh, like the great man meets so many bodhisattvas during the 16 Asankhya, Bante. Uh,
Mm.
but during the 4 Asankhya, when he fulfilled the parami, he only met like more than 20
20.
Buddhas, Bante. Is there
Yes,
any
yes.
reason for that
Yeah.
disparity, Bante?
Yeah, because the now according to the this way we can understand how rare the Buddha. No, Buddha is very rare to appear, very difficult to appear, because very difficult to fulfill the parami. Many people want to be the Buddha, but on the way they relinquish their intention. They want to be the Arahaship. That's why many of the peoples. But they have the wish, I want to be the Buddha, but difficult to fulfill the parami. This is a understand, because during the four Asankhya and 100,000 kappa, not many Buddha appear, only few, 24 Buddha appear only.
Okay, Bante. Thank you so much, Bante. May Bante
Sadhu,
be well and
sadhu,
happy. May everyone be well and
sadhu.
happy.
Yeah, Bante, there are two questions on the screen. The first one, hi
Okay.
Bante, how long is one Asankheya? What are the twin
Wow.
miracles displayed by Buddha?
The okay. Now the Asankhya, they are actually there are three meaning of Asankhya. One Asankhya we call Ayu Asankhya, because our human age, our human lifespan also can go up until Asankhya, and then again go come down to the 10, 10 to go Asankhya again come down. That Asankhya we call the uncountable. We cannot count, but we can write down the 1 and 140 0. 1 and 140 0. we can write down. This is we call our lifespan. This is Ayu Asankeya. Number 2, we can the Kappa Asankeya. Kappa Asankeya means the 64 circle, because now lifespan 10 to Asankeya. Asankeya 10, the one circle, no? There are the 64 circle we call one Asankeya. One Asankeya. This is number 2. The third one, Buddha Asankeya. Buddha Asankeya is long than our lifespan, longer than the 64 circles. Now, about the 464 circle we call one Mahakappa. Okay, one Mahakappa we call 64 the round. We call the 100,000 kappa, and for Asankhya 100,000 kappa means the one Buddha Asankhya also longer than 100,000 kappa. This way, I understand. I understand my experience. I think the 1 and 140 Mahakappa, it's called one Buddha Sankhya. This way we have to understand briefly, but anyway, later Brother JJ can type for everyone. There are 3 types of Sankhya according to my experience, but we can see in the commentary there are Asankhya words, and the grammar book explain what is meaning Asankhya, but they not divide to 3 meaning. But when we are collecting the words, we found there are 3 places, but cannot find in the one place. Okay, this way we can understand Asankhya. Sorry, one more, I forget another question.
Yeah, another question is asked by Brother Jotika. A question on behalf of others. Upon enlightenment, what was the words or sentence that Buddha uttered? Upon enlightenment, what Buddha said upon enlightenment, that means?
Jyotika here, question on behalf of the other. Upon enlightenment, what was the verse of the sentence of Buddha? Yeah. At that time, after his enlightenment, the Buddha recite one gatha, no? Aneka jati sansarang sandavisang anibisang gahakarakang gavesanto dukkha jati punapunam gahakaraka dittosi punagehana kahasi sabbate pasuka bagga gahakotang visankatam visankaragatan chittan tanhanam kayamajjaga. This is a poem. I think this is answer, no?
Okay, I hope Brother JJ can type for us also. Yeah. Okay. Another question, I think from Lukito Ahok. Bante, had the Bodhisattva born in Apaya realm during fulfilling parami? And how or can the Bodhisattva maintain the kusala chitta and keep fulfilling parami?
Yeah, but after definite prophecy, sometimes can go to Apaya, but we have they are in the comment mentioned except 18 places, because our Bodhisattva cannot be the lower Peta, cannot become the hell being, cannot become the some very low ghost. Okay, but the Bodhisattva can appear in the animals, but this life also cannot be small birds and small and higher than elephant also. But anyway, when he going to the animal life, also he's always try to keep his wholesome mind, but he always try to he try to maintain his wholesome chitta. Yeah, because he has the agama saddha. Agama saddha means the after definite prophecy until get the enlightenment, every life he has the own faith. He has a strong faith for the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, especially he has faith for the karma and result of the karma. Because of his own, because of his definite power of the definite prophecy, so he continuously he tried to keep in his wholesome mind. This is meaning.
Okay, is any other questions? Is this question answered? Okay, another question. Bhante, I understand the past Buddhas had very long lives, but why Gautama Buddha has such a short life?
Because actually when the lifespan of the human age, the 20,000, at that time the Kasa Buddha appear in the world. Okay, in the after next the circle, when the 10,000 years old of the lifespan of the human beings, at that time our Gautama Buddha must appear. At that time, not yet fulfill the parami. Then he must appear 5,000 years old of the human being, lifespan of the human beings. At that time also, not yet fulfill the parami. Then maybe 1,000 years old, 5,000, so 500, and last the moment 100 years old. But this meaning he committed maybe some bad akusala karma. Especially now you see during the Kasa Buddha's time also he made the bad verbal, bad word for the Buddha. So this way he committed some akusala karma and he late to fulfill the parami. That's why he became some of the last moment of the human lifespan. And after, before Parinibbana, he determined this sasana going to stay 5,000 years in the world. That's why now also we can still we can practice Dhamma, we can study Dhamma, everything, because according to our Lord Buddha's determination. So but he why the Gautama Buddha has such a short life? Because he not fulfill the parami in the right time. This is the meaning.
Okay, Bhante, another question. Bhante, is seeing of past life a prerequisite to attain Sotapanna?
Sorry. One after that, before.
Before.
Yeah,
at what age did Bodhisattva really experience jhana stage as a child?
If I'm not wrong, maybe 7 years old.
Yeah, is seeing of past life a prerequisite to attain Sotapanna? Is it attain Sotapanna? The condition, one of the condition, is it definitely has to be able to see past life?
No, because if someone sister practice only pure vipassana, no, they cannot see their past life, no, because they are only practice vipassana. They are not don't have any experience but the jhana consciousness. Yeah. So if someone going to be the Sotapanna, everyone cannot see the past life, but someone can see past life who has experience of the Pubbe Nivasa Nusati Jnana. Next one, I Bhante, during the very far account.
Yeah, I Bhante, during the very far account, Lord Buddha was only born as a woman, once or many times. Thank you very
only
much.
One. After that, no. After start to fulfill the parami, no mention. I think no any woman life.
Bhante, yeah, can you repeat the name of the Sutta 1, 2, 3 for our reference?
Yeah, the Acharya Abhuta Sutta, the discourse of the wonderful and marvelous. Acharya Abhuta Sutta.
Bhante, can we later send the notes to everybody? Just now the one that we
brother JJ, please send all details.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Bante.
Okay. Okay, now just close, finish, share merit.
Yes, Bante, you can share merits. Thank you, Bante. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu. Okay, please repeat after me. Idam me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Idam me punyang nibbanassa paccayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, may have the happy Vesakti.